Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Knight of Squires and this is Warhammer Total War 2. As always, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. If not, welcome back. So for those of you watching yesterday's episode, you'll know we finally wiped out Hexoatl, and we came all the way back down here, and with our garrison and Ubil's army, which contains 4 of the more powerful regiments of renown that we have, we managed to wipe out the hostile force that came after us as well. So the plan for this episode, we're going to wipe out Skeggy and thus secure our place as the holder of the entire northern jungle, and then move down into the rest of Lustria and start to conquer all of that as well. Once we've conquered all of Lustria, then we'll pretty much be unstoppable. So we'll see where we decide to go from there. In the meantime, I'm going to declare war on the Ziggurat of Dawn.
My warhounds haven't eaten in days.
My warhounds haven't eaten in days. Yeah, well, sod you, Skeggy. We're coming for you.
The nation call.
And there's very little he's going to be able to do about it. So, there's a lot of attrition happening here. But I'm pretty certain we can almost make it. We can't quite. We could almost make it to engage him directly from the get-go. Unless, can he manage it?
General.
No, his movement speed is not high enough. He cannot manage it. That's sad. But we're going to do the little cheese. We need to have 50% of our movement remaining. So we're going to 50% cheese it over here. We're going to, can we get to 50? 51, you'll do.
General.
Let's just march a little closer and then enter in camp stance. And that removes the attrition.
Marcus Wolfhard.
Marcus is going to do the same. He's going to come over there, 51.
Unflinching.
And we should be able to attack next turn. So at that point, we're going to go to encamp.
A defend
that.
Spot.
Where's our hero?
Yes.
Down here. He's going to come wander.
Moving
And I would like to get some sight on Talaxlan, because I know that he's after me at some point soon. We've got some research that can be done, so let's just inner circle, state issued weapons, clergy of Sigmar, untainted +2 faction wide. Let's take that because I know that we're getting a little bit of issues at the moment with regards to chaos corruption everywhere. So we're going to sort that. We've got a little bit of gold. The High Sentinel is upgrading. I'm not going to do too much more with that, I don't think. We've got that built. Yeah, I think we're going to save up some of this money because we're going to have to attack the Ziggurat of Dawn and Skeggy, get a nice boatload of money, and then we might buy some wizards. So with that, we're going to end the turn there, and I will see you in a moment. So we're back after that turn, and it's literally just a case of the hostility has dissipated and we're pretty much ready to go. So what we're going to do is come out of encamp stance on both armies.
Every last beast.
And Marcus is going to come and encircle this. This is a very common thing. We'll encircle that. 1 second.
Comrades.
Grave news, my lord. Word is spreading across the land of a dark power rising in the northern wastes. The armies of chaos are on the move. They surely plan to invade the world of mortals once again.
Oh, the rise of chaos. I've never seen this. Event before. Dire tidings from the north. The tendrils of the chaos writhe and reach out from the accursed wastes, tainting the land and sowing dissent. Their corrupt forces wax ever stronger, and now their agents are abroad, spreading the foul corruption of their malign gods. On their heels come bands of marauding warriors, led by the most zealous of the Chaos Lords. Eager to wreak destruction in the name of the ruinous powers, and all the while ever more warriors flock to some focal points in the Chaos Wastes, a nexus of power which transcends their petty rivalries and impels them to join with the numberless horde. Doom approaches, and it is only in strength that any hope may be found. Huh?
The foul taint of this place weakens your warriors, my lord. Do not linger.
Easy targets.
Yes, yes, yes. Do not linger here. I didn't
Outdoors,
intend
man.
to. I just needed to get
Move out.
more of my dudes closer. So we're gonna scooch up here, and then
Hunt
now that
them
we've got
down.
the other army close
Kill
enough,
to protect.
we're going to make this attack. We're gonna Marauder Horsemen. My lord, that's so many Marauder Horsemen. We've got, you know, Demigryph Knights and a couple of units of cavalry in this army. A couple of units of cavalry in this army. War wagons. We're gonna wipe this out. It's probably not really... I mean, there's got some nice Norscan ice trolls. I'd like to have the other army here, honestly. One of the cavalry units can have that. Let's give it to the Royal Outdoor... let's give it to the Griffites. The Hippogriff Knights. Demigryph Knights. That's the word I was looking for. Lord above. Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes. There's not a lot of, like, infantry in this list. It's an awful lot of missile cavalry, not a lot of infantry, which I feel like makes it really, really easy for me. And then this infantry over here. I'm
Double back.
gonna take the fight
I've
because
got
it'll
your
be nice and
backs,
fun to watch.
So watch mine.
So we're gonna just pause that here, and we'll see you when the battle loads. Okay, so here we are. We have all of our army here, and our reinforcements coming from over in this corner. I don't think that their vanguard can get me. I think their vanguard is a little stuck. Would I be able to deploy behind them? A small amount. So there's a chance. There's a chance that they're going to just end up being right behind me. But what we're going to do is we're going to fight and deploy as if they weren't.
Standing by.
So we're going to scooch
Halberdiers.
those there.
State troops ready.
Take those in a decent line. And then let's take all the ranged units
Take aim.
and put them in a line behind them. Like so. I could possibly actually do with these lines being a little wider.
By none ready.
Let's stick the mortars in here. And then we'll stick the slightly more mobile mortars over there, with the cavalry
Reichsguard Knights.
here in the woods, nicely hidden in the trees because we don't want the enemy to know they're there. Kalara can be there. Does her ability, I'm curious, it does affect mortars? Well, that's silly. We can scooch her over slightly, actually, to there. And then she affects all of the ranged units in my army. I'm okay with this.
Sigma guides us.
Sterling's Revenge can sit here as well. Let's have some more ranged units. When in doubt, more ranged units.
For Heldenhammer.
He can come in here. And Marcus can stand over here, I think. I think that's everybody. It is indeed. Let's just take the cavalry
Reichsguard Knights.
and make them group 2. Infantry group
Spearmen.
1. Actually, we'll add Sterling's Revenge to that.
Revenge.
And then the ranged units
By Ulrich's
can
rod.
be
The
group 3.
Empire endures.
Mortars group
Mortar.
4. Mobile mortars group
Yes,
5.
sir.
That's everybody grouped up, except for the lords. Oh, how have you not ended up in there? What's happened there? 3
Finding range, sir.
can have that in it as
Ready
well.
to
There we
fire.
go. And then the lords are not, but that's fine because I can select them as normal.
Prime.
Let's start the battle and see how this goes. Are they behind me? They are not. Okay.
The enemy approach on
God,
mounts, Commander.
there's so many
Keep
of
your
them.
vulnerable units close at hand.
This could go so poorly for me. But we've got so many mortars that let's see how this works. That's a nice start. That's a nice start. And my reinforcements are approaching. let's get these guys forming up over here.
Keeping distance, sir! Spearman! Go!
When in doubt, I just want a wall of guys.
Sir!
We just need to be... Oh, 1 second. Let's pause that. Everybody turn skirmish mode off. Like, everybody turn skirmish mode off. Because I am absolutely not dealing with that. You are all going to form a line here. The mortars, or the speedy mortars, are going to fall back slightly over there. And then you guys are going to form a line behind them. The plan is we're just going to form a wall and attempt to crush them.
For Heldenhammer!
Okay, that's not going to work. Cavalry pull back. That's not going to work for me. I'm not dealing with that. We're basically just looking to form a wall that won't run away.
Crossbowmen! Ready for war!
And then sticking a load of guns behind it.
Formation!
Basically.
March!
That's the plan. Turn off
Ready
skirmish
to
mode.
engage!
Everybody turn off skirmish mode. Turn off skirmish mode.
Celia protects us!
This is pretty much the plan here.
Reichsguard Knights! Sigmar guides us! Conditions acceptable!
And yeah, this is just a case of bombing them and shooting them out of existence with more and more ranged units as they arrive.
Reichsguard! To battle! Get them! Formation match!
Yeah, we need to try and pull out where possible.
Go!
The mortars are just bombing everything. This is great fun. We've got basically two armies going off at each other here. You can probably just turn off skirmish mode, honestly.
Celia
Let's
protects
just
us!
turn off everybody's skirmish mode. Let's turn it on, turn it off.
Distance, sir!
Fire at will. You have the flask, which could just sort of slow somebody down. Yeah, this is going exactly as you would expect it to, really, when you have this many guns.
In the name of the twin-tailed comet!
Mortar, let's just take that out. Because they are shooting into my Sigmar sons and I'd rather they didn't get annihilated, so let's just blow them up.
Reichsguard! For the Warhammer!
We've got way too many units going all at once here. So let's just accuse them.
Judgment! For Heldenhammer! Fire! Fire!
It is insane how much damage is just like, oh, yep, just blowing these guys up.
Yes, General! Keeping distance, sir! Yes, General! Take the ground! Yes, sir, quickly! Avoiding combat! Reichsguard Knights! Taking that position!
God, what is that scream about?
Charge! For Heldenhammer! Go! Take position!
We're just bombing everything off of the map. It's a little insane how much damage this many ranged weapons can do, honestly. Like it is a little silly how much damage this is doing. Look at all that just goes falling onto those guys. They die in droves. They've broken. What about these guys? There's just so much going on over here, though.
Reichsguard Knights!
Reichsguard are basically where they don't want to be.
Sigmar guides us!
The enemy's general has broken. Not that he can go anywhere.
Take aim!
I don't know where the Sterling's Revenge went.
Sterling's revenge!
They're in there somewhere, I think.
In range! Reichsguard Knights!
No. You're going to get shot if you keep running in that direction.
At speed!
Yeah, I think that's
Moving
probably
now!
the end of that fight. Honestly, that's probably the end of them.
For the twin-tailed comet! By Ulrich's wrath! Sigmar calls!
Who is not dead yet? That's what I want to know. Who is not dead yet? This entire flank. So,
Pick your target!
let's start dealing with this flank.
Yes, sir!
Oh, close quarter infantry. You can get mullered by some cavalry on the way in. You can get broken. And now we just rain mortar fire into the middle of this. The enemy lord is wounded. Good.
The
Let's
enemy
just-
general has been wounded in battle.
That'll break that army. And then the mortar fire on top will just murder dozens of them. And do quite a lot of damage. I don't really see anything coming out of this alive, really. Yeah, that's everybody breaking. Look, you guys aren't coming back anytime soon. Yeah, shattered, shattered, shattered. That's what we wanted. Mortar fire. When in doubt, mortar fire. Perfect. Let's end the battle there, and we'll see you at the end screen. And here we are. We have a decisive victory, which has gained us 2,500 gold. And rank 21 for Marcus. Perfect. Look at some of these kill counts. Like, these guys killed 163, 26, 165, 109. These were great fun, these numbers. Look at this. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. All the murdering. All of it. And we'll call that there. We will loot and occupy.
Are ours.
The Ziggurat of Dawn is ours. Gaining a talisman. And our hostility is increased once more. Are you able to enter in camp? No. And you're unable to get out either. So you're just going to have to lose some soldiers there. That is unfortunate. But it's going to happen. Marcus has leveled up.
The expedition is eager.
So we'll just jump up there. We've got the amber bow. We're still working on that, I believe. Reassuring presence. Fervent. We've got. We'll take the reassuring presence for the less
What's the quarry?
attrition, because this has got some pretty bad chaos taint here. Ziggurat of Dawn. Let's
Mission accomplished.
repair that. And Untainted +10. That's what we want, the Beacon of Dawn. So we need to increase that. In the meantime, let's do the normal and build ourselves a weaving house here. Big fan of the weaving house. I'm kind of tempted by the wizards. I think the wizards might be the better plan. Although Untainted +6 for this region is really nice as well. Just to clear out some of this chaos. So I think I'm going to go with that and save for the wizards for later. Skeggy can
Superb
definitely be
huntsmanship, men.
conquered, and that way we will gain some of this.
Scout leader. Covering
Might
ground.
as well move over there, because he's going to take the attrition penalty anyway.
Priestess to the Druki!
And that, I think, is potentially everything for this turn. And probably for this episode. We've gone for about 20 minutes now. We've gone for pretty much the length of time we normally would. And that, I think, is everything that I can build there that's worth building. The High Sentinel is upgrading. Then we can upgrade the port and put some walls there to stop that being the one that keeps getting dumped on by everybody.
What does the Emperor bid?
Brant, you can start moving down. I'm
Ready.
still at war with them, so I might take the Temple of Kara off them and then go from there. Although that's an army there. And they've got a couple floating about. So we'll see. Oh, it's literally one dude. Alright, fair. Never mind then. So with that, I'm going to call that a day there. Thank you again for joining me today. If you've enjoyed what you've watched, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel to see more like this. And as always, it has been glorious to have you all here, and I will see you tomorrow.